everybody. It's Wednesday, so time for our Laura Sketches Reimagined for the week. This is the sketch we're going to be working with today. So my plans for this sketch. What are my plans? My plan is I don't want to clear my desk. I don't want to clean up the mess that I have here. So if you watched my unboxing video, you know that I received a Not Just for Boys Kit Club kit, and I did an unboxing. After I did the unboxing, I sat down and made this layout. I just sat down, made it, it's done. I didn't film it because I just wanted to play for a little bit and not film. So, but I think it turned out fabulous. And then I still have all of these debris from that kit, my leftover kit, embellishments here, all this stuff kind of just hanging out on my desk. And I also have quite a few pictures from this photo shoot that I want to scrapbook and put in my album. So I thought, well, let's just leave out all the same products. Just gonna use this Not Just for Boys Kit Club again, follow the sketch, and then I just chose another photo to play with. So keeping it really simple today. And the only thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to reimagine the sketch in a little bit, in one very kind of specific way. The title is going to come up here and be right on this empty space in my photo. And I think that this will become an embellishment cluster, but instead of having it on this side, I think we're going to go embellishment cluster, and then do another one over here. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, and that might change as I continue to work through my page, but let's get started. Let's go ahead and get started on my layout today. I'm going to start with a sheet of white cardstock from the Cardstock Warehouse. This is the Foundations cardstock in pure white, and I love it. It works fabulous for backgrounds. It works fabulous for printing in my wide format printer. So it has become my kind of go-to white cardstock. I am decided that I'm going to use this floral paper from Maggie Holmes that's part of the kit. I'm going to cut a 3-inch wide border. So this is going to be 3 by 12. Just making sure that I'm getting my sheet of paper cut quite straight. And then I want to use one of these border strips to kind of end my, so the pattern paper, and then on the sketch there is almost like a scallop border. We're going to do the branding strip. I am inking everything with my go-to Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink. And then I'm going to go ahead and get these 2 paper strips down. Now, unfortunately, nothing in the scrapbook world is actually 12 by 12, so I'm going to need to shave off just a touch of this cardstock. And I honestly think the cardstock is 12 by 12. I think it's the paper that's a little short, the pattern paper. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim my photos. So I trimmed this photo with a white border, and since I took it on my cell phone, it really shrunk it down a bit to have it in the right aspect ratio. So it ends up being somewhere around like 3.5 by 5, something like that, just slightly smaller than 4 by 6. Leaving a little bit of white border there because I do want to have it around my photo. Now I'm going to use some of the scraps of paper from my circle layout to give my photo a lot of wonky layers. I'm going to use this paper. This is from Paige Evans' brand new Wonders collection. I have some more of her Wonders collection on its way to me. I'm super excited to kind of dig in and play with it a little bit. It looks super fun. I think I'm going to need more of it as I kind of work through the little bit I did purchase. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, I'm going to use that minty polka dotty paper. Every one of these layers is, again, getting that Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink. I really, really want to be able to have those nice inked edges around my whole layout. For this last paper layer, I'm going to use this beautiful navy color. This is also from the Cardstock Warehouse. I love, love, love this cardstock for layers and for mats on my photo. It comes in 8.5 by 11. I tend to buy colored cardstock in 8.5 by 11 just because it's easier for me to work with, and I never use a colored cardstock background, but I do love the saturation and the colors from the Cardstock Warehouse. So I'm just giving this photo one last little layer of this beautiful navy to help it pop off that white background. And we have a lot of kind of navy and dark tones in both the photo and in this layout when it's all finished. I'm going to go ahead and use my T-square ruler because while the layers behind my photo are very wonky, I want the actual photo to be quite straight. So I really want it to be straight on. Now I'm going to take the thickers from this kit. These are called navy thickers. They're from Jen Hadfield's Reaching Out collection, and they are very nice. They're almost like a puffy sticker, and they seem to stick well, so yay! I'm going to use my trusty T-square ruler once again to get my title nice and straight, and we are going for a fun little title. The title for this layout is going to be You're Fedorable, because my son is wearing a fedora hat and he loves his fedora hats. He has quite the collection, and he likes them quite a lot. So I thought that would be the perfect title for this layout. And since I was able to catch this photo with this lovely white space, I thought it worked perfectly right there. So the title kind of looks like it blends in on camera, but in real life you can read it quite easily, and it looks super cute. I am going to go ahead now, and I grabbed my hexagon punch. I'm just going to punch 3 hexagons from this minty circle paper and also from the yellow paper, because there are some really cute hexagon cut aparts that were on the back of some of the packaging in this kit, and I want to use those lovely dark wood grain hexagon and tag elements that I fussy cut from the packaging to give a nice little pop of that dark rich color to my page. I also went ahead and grabbed a dragonfly and a butterfly punch from my stash, and I'm just using some more of these offcuts. I really kind of get the most out of my scraps, especially when I'm working within a kit, and I love it and want to use it all. So I am going to punch the butterflies from that dark charcoal tone-on-tone gray paper, and I'm actually going to punch the dragonflies. I'm going to punch them from the yellow, but I'm actually going to use some with the green, which is on the other side of that paper. And then we can kind of get to work with our embellishing. So this tag was on the back of one of the packages. I'm not sure. I think it was the stamp set, but I could be wrong. And you'd have to take a peek at my unboxing video for that one. I am going to thread some of this hemp cord through the top of my tag and tuck it in above my photo. Once I have that tag in place, I'm going to go ahead and kind of fill in with some of these hexagon shapes. I'm going to pop them in behind the tag and create 3 little clusters of hexagons. And then I'm also going to go ahead into every one of those clusters. I'm going to add a little dragonfly and a little butterfly, and I end up popping the butterfly up on some foam tape. This is the Big Mama foam tape from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I just grab a little sliver of it and pop it onto the back of my butterfly. And then we can pop up the butterflies for a little bit of extra dimension. And I'm just doing that for all 3 of the embellishment clusters that I want to create. And I think the butterflies and dragonflies work really, really well as just a nice icon on this layout. One of the elements on some of the packaging was also a set of really adorable phrase stickers. So I went ahead and fussy cut them all out, and now I'm going to place them around. There were some that just worked with this layout and these photos so well, just like the perfect phrases. So I'm going to go ahead. I think I had 1 or 2 to every one of my clusters. And that's where we are going to call this layout done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really love the navy blue and that deep, rich brown that I was able to add to this layout. And I am loving this Not Just for Boys kit that I purchased. So we might need another one soon. Next month. Bye.